Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 1 of VTR Snapshot. Today we'll take a look at the visible thinking routine, Ways Things Can Be Complex. This is an excellent routine that allows students to truly dissect items in any content area, but particularly in the social sciences. This routine can help students organize their thoughts and their understanding of a given topic using concept mapping. Social sciences teachers may find use in this routine both matter-of-factly or in the abstract. Teachers can choose to employ this routine for dissecting events like war or revolutions, economic principles like supply and demand, or perhaps a problem or issue to be solved like discrimination against a particular subset of citizens. Mapping out and making visible student responses helps teachers capture their students' thoughts and allows students to see ideas that either connect, intersect, or perhaps contradict their own. This routine promotes critical thinking and in-depth class discussions. It can be used as an introduction to a unit or topic, or serve as a means for reviewing or reflecting upon information. This routine is split into 5 sections: complexity of parts and interactions, complexity of truth, complexity of engagement, complexity over time, and complexity of perspective. There are questions for each section that guide student thinking and allow students to more confidently populate each section of the routine. Teachers can set this routine up using a whiteboard, butcher paper, or on their iPads using apps like Notability or Explain Everything. Allowing students the chance to see their thinking is really important. Whether hanging up finished work in the classroom or sharing in a virtual space so they have access to it, keeping student thinking visible allows for students to recall important information while also normalizing a classroom culture of thinking. There are many ways teachers can approach ways things can be complex. From the jump, teachers should introduce the routine and cover its components. From there, teachers have total discretion in how many steps of the routine you ask students to undertake. Perhaps you walk students through the routine together, spending a given amount of time on each section and sharing out responses. Perhaps you assign students sections to complete independently, or you can combine approaches. This routine and all VTRs are hybrid friendly, as students that are in the physical space or tuning in from home can share out responses together during class time. One other vital part of using VTRs is to ask students probing questions or asking students to clarify their responses. Even a simple, "What makes you say that?" forces students to explain their thinking and dive deeper into the topics being discussed. Repeating the questions in each section of the routine will also help students to clarify, defend, or expand on their responses. Is their perspective. So well said. All right, Logan, close us up on slice number 2, bud.
Kneeling for the national anthem is disrespectful for the military.
It's like now that we're like doing this, it's like, oh, holy smokes, we could have added so many to those circle maps. So kneeling is disrespectful to the military. Logan, disputed or undisputed?
Disputed.
Of course, yeah. Quickly tell me like how each side probably sees it.
One side thinks, I fought for my country, people are fighting overseas for my country, they shouldn't be doing that, it's so disrespectful, blah, 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 blah. Where the pro side would be, this is not about the military, has never been about the military, it's about how can I live in my own country where I'm a citizen, I pay taxes, I do everything as a community, and I'm not even equal. I don't have the same freedom as everyone else. So right. I'm doing this as my platform to get my point across. Nothing right. Disrespectful. I still love America. It's that I am not equal. I want my platform to be seen to be equal.
Well said, man. All right. So how can we use this routine in our classes? What topics or issues would be an ideal fit for this routine? How can we use this routine to collaborate with colleagues across content areas? Remember, we can spend time doing the routine entirely, or we can do different sections of the routine on different days. The approach is totally up to you. Again, this is one of many VTRs at our disposal, and I encourage all teachers to check out Project Zero's Visible Thinking Routines via the Harvard School of Education. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time for another VTR Snapshot.